I forgot that this guy even existed. His name's Emanuel Cleaver. He's a congressman in Missouri. And the only reason why I remember him, I saw him on AM Joy. And in 1991, he became the mayor in Kansas City, Missouri. All right? Now, back then, I was driving a cab and making art before I moved to New York City. I was living in Kansas City. That's where I went to art school. So I was driving a cab, and I was making art. And one day I went to go pick up my cab, and as I'm coming out of the taxi place on Independence Avenue, I cut off a car. I cut off a car, and I didn't really think anything about it. I sped up. It wasn't that big of a deal, and I didn't think anything about it. And then the car pulled in front of me, right? And this man in the back seat does one of these. I have your number, like that, okay? So what did I do? I said, fuck you. Because what? You have my number? So what? Who cares? Oh, I cut you off. I'm sorry. So I didn't think anything about it. I drove that night, and then I took a break for a few days, and then when I went back in to pick up my cab, they said, we can't lease you a cab. You got to go down and talk to the taxi people in the state building. There's like or the city building. There's like a taxi commission or something. So I had to go down and talk to them. And I said, hi, my name's Peter Caine. I hear that you wanted to talk to me. I said, hey, listen, man, I got some bad news for you. Evidently, you cut off the mayor, and he wants your hack license revoked. And I'm so sorry. I know that you need this to work. And I said, come on, man. Like, you know, what's the deal? He said, man, there's nothing I can do. He's the mayor. And the guy's like saying, like, you know, I realize he's being a bully. I know that you need to work. There's nothing that I can do. And he goes, listen, I'm going to tell you what. We're going to suspend it for 6 months, okay? And then you come back, we'll give you your hack license back. So what I did was I delivered pizzas for 6 months. No big deal, you know. I like delivering pizzas. It wasn't bad. It was a good job. But Emanuel Cleaver, he was the mayor, and he had nothing better to do than pick on some poor artist, you know. I didn't have a lot of money. I had to pay my fucking rent, and he goes... Can you imagine? He's the mayor, and he goes to the trouble of contacting the taxi commission guy, you know, writing down my number because I cut him off, and I flipped him off and said, oh, fuck you. That's petty. That is a petty, petty man. If I was from Missouri still, I would definitely not be voting for him, and if I were you, I would not vote for him. That's a sign of a petty man and a bully. Who's that remind you of? Right? Some of these politicians are real bullies. And Emanuel Cleaver is somebody that I consider personally a bully. I was just trying to fucking, you know, I'm just trying to live my life, you know, and he gets my taxi license revoked. That is a true story. It is an absolutely true story about Emanuel Cleaver.